Every year, as the monsoon rains soften the Indian soil, a primal rhythm awakens the subcontinent. It's the thunder of 1,000,000 drums, the energy of 1,000,000,000 hearts beating as one. It is the arrival of a god who is both profoundly divine and intimately familiar. The elephant-headed deity, Ganesha, the son of Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati, known to all as the remover of obstacles, the Lord of new beginnings. For 10 days, he is not just in the temples, he is on every street corner, in every home, an explosion of art, music, and collective joy. Join us as we find the answer to how this beloved Indian god embarked on such an extraordinary journey, how he traveled from ancient myths and sacred texts to become a global icon of hope, celebrated from the shores of Indonesia to the streets of New York. To do so, we must follow his footsteps. Our journey begins in a city that redefined his worship for the modern world. Pune, a city of scholars and warriors, of tradition and revolution. For this is the cradle of the modern Ganesh Festival, an event that has spilled over from the courtyards of homes to the consciousness of the world. To understand this phenomenon, we must step back in time, to the late 19th century when India was stirring under colonial rule. It was here, in Kesari Wada, that the great freedom fighter Lokmanya Tilak had a revolutionary idea. He sought to unite his people, to bridge the divides of caste and class, and he chose a deity who already belonged to everyone, Ganapathy. Tilak transformed a private household worship into a grand public festival, a Sarvajanik Ganeshotsav. He turned the remover of obstacles into a symbol of national unity, a divine force to overcome the biggest obstacle of all, subjugation. From that seed of revolution grew a forest of faith, and at its heart is this place, the Shrimant Dagdusheth Halwai Ganapati, a temple born not from a king's decree, but from the grief of a simple sweetmaker who lost his son. He poured his life savings into creating this idol, a divine child for a city, from the one who had lost his own. Today, this Ganesha is not just an idol. He is the city's beating heart, a testament to the power of personal faith turned into a public spectacle of devotion. To understand how Lord Ganesha came to be celebrated in every corner of the world, I realized I had to first understand his own beginnings, here in the soil of India. Ganesha's story begins long before the freedom struggle. His roots run deeper into the very earth of this land. To find them, one must leave the city behind and embark on a journey known as the Ashtavinayak Yatra, a pilgrimage to 8 ancient temples where Ganesha is believed to have manifested on his own. This is Morgao, the traditional starting point. The concept here is Swayambhu, self-manifested. He was not sculpted by human hands, he simply is. Legends say he appeared here as Mayureshwar, the rider of the peacock, to vanquish the demon Sindhu. He's not a god who was created. He is a primordial force that was discovered. You are watching the first episode of the India series. To join us for future travels, be sure to subscribe. It's a simple click that means the world to us. Let's continue on Ganesha's global journey. Swayambhu means the earth itself gave birth to him. He is a part of nature, like the mountain, like the river. He was here before us, and he will be here after us. The Ashtavinayak Yatra is not just a visit to 8 temples, it is a spiritual circuit, a journey of over 600 kilometers that must be completed in one go. Each of the 8 self-manifested idols reveal a different facet of Ganesha's divine personality. From Morgao, the path unfolds across the Deccan Plateau. At Siddhivinayak, he is Siddhivinayak, the grantor of supernatural powers. At Pali, in a touching display of devotion, he takes the name of his young follower Balaleshwar. At Maha, he is Varadvinayak, the gracious bestower of boons and blessings. The journey continues to Thayur, whereas Chintamani, he retrieves a precious jewel and removes the worries of his devotee. At Ozar, he is Vigneshwar, the powerful lord of obstacles. And at Ranjangaon, he reveals his most formidable form, Mahaganapati, the Great One, an idol with 10 trunks and 20 arms, so powerful that it is said the mighty god Shiva himself worshipped here before battling a demon. Further on, at Lenyadri, Ganesha's connection to the earth is even more profound. Here, in a 2,000-year-old Buddhist cave, he is known as Girijatmaj, the mountain-born. This was once a place of silent meditation for monks. Now, it is a place of vibrant worship for pilgrims. Ganesha here is not an idol placed in a cave. He is the cave. He is the mountain. This is Ganesha at his most elemental, a god of the earth, ancient and unshakable. As Ganesha's worship spread across the subcontinent, his identity evolved. He became a guardian, a protector of realms. Here, in the formidable Ranthambore fort, amidst the ruins of a Rajput kingdom, stands the Trinetra Ganesh temple, the Ganesha with 3 eyes. For centuries, kings and warriors sought his blessings before battle. Today, he is a divine confidant. People from all over India write letters to him, sharing their troubles, inviting him to their weddings. He is the first to be invited to any new beginning. In this fortress of war, Ganesha became a god of peace, a keeper of secrets, a protector of hopes. And this temple exists in a unique harmony, for Ranthambore is not just a fortress, it is a legendary forest, a royal hunting ground, and now one of the world's most vital tiger reserves. The fort's walls protected the kingdom, but they also respected the ancient laws of the jungle. It is a place where the divine, the human, and the wild have coexisted for centuries. From the forts of the north, we travel south to the ancient trading lands of Tamil Nadu. This temple, carved by master craftsmen nearly 1,600 years ago, has been a spiritual anchor for a long and storied tradition of Tamil merchants. This is the heartland of the Chettiars, a legendary banking and trading community who, in the 18th and 19th centuries, built a vast economic empire across Southeast Asia. They were the inheritors of this ancient seafaring legacy. As they sailed to build new fortunes in new lands, they carried with them the blessings of their ancient protector, Karpaga Vinayagar. This is the Southern Connection, a crucial launchpad for Ganesha's global journey. It was from shores like these, blessed by a god who had watched over merchants for more than a millennium, that new generations of traders would set forth, carrying their culture and their faith to the east. Ganesha's first overseas journey was not with modern migrants, but with ancient mariners, a journey on the maritime Silk Road. Following the trade winds, he arrived in Southeast Asia, where he was welcomed not as a foreign god, but as a figure of wisdom and power. Here in Indonesia, the world's most populous Muslim nation, Ganesha is a revered symbol of the country's rich Hindu-Buddhist past. He's seen as a patron of knowledge and intelligence. He's not just a deity in a temple, he's a national icon, a beautiful example of cultural syncretism, where different faiths and histories coexist with grace. At the heart of the great Prambanan complex, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Ganesha resides not as an afterthought, but as an integral part of the divine family. Here, in the main shrine to his father, Shiva, he stands as the wise son, the keeper of sacred knowledge. And the temple itself tells a story of cultural fusion. The design is a breathtaking blend of styles. The towering, slender spires are distinctly Hindu, reaching for the heavens like India's temple shikhars, but they are adorned with the intricate carvings and bell-shaped ratna pinnacles characteristic of Javanese art, a beautiful local interpretation of a global faith. But Ganesha's presence in Indonesia is not confined to ornate temples. High on the caldera of the active Mount Bromo volcano, a lone Ganesha idol stands silent guard, a testament to an ancient faith that endures against the raw power of nature. He's both the god of the royal court and the guardian of the fiery mountain. A short journey away, in Thailand, Ganesha undergoes another fascinating transformation. Here he is known as Phra Phikanet, and he is a superstar. The devotion is expressed on a monumental scale. Here we find not only a serene, reclining Phra Phikanet, but also the world's tallest standing Ganesha statue, a bronze giant watching over the land. In Thailand, Phra Phikanet is the patron of the arts, education, and success. He has transcended his Hindu origins to become a universal Thai symbol of creativity and overcoming obstacles. He's a testament to how an idea, a spiritual form, can be lovingly adopted and adapted, becoming something new and beautiful, yet comfortingly familiar. Having journeyed east on ancient currents of trade, Ganesha's story in India was also evolving, taking on a powerful new form in the crucible of the modern world, Mumbai. This is the Siddhivinayak temple, Ganesha, the granter of wishes. In this city of a million dreams and a million struggles, he is the ultimate spiritual destination. He's no longer just in ancient caves or royal forts. He's now the accessible, wish-fulfilling god of the people, the CEO of spirituality. In Mumbai, Ganesha became a symbol of hope in the city of dreams. This was the energy, the devotion, that the Indian diaspora would pack in their bags as they set off to build new lives in new worlds. Ganesha's most recent journey has been westward, carried in the hearts of a new generation of pioneers, the Indian diaspora. They were engineers, doctors, and students, seeking new opportunities and new lands. And when they decided to build their first major temple in North America, the choice of deity was unanimous. It had to be Ganesha. Because as they navigated the challenges of a new country, new laws, a new language, a new way of life, they needed more than ever a remover of obstacles. Inaugurated in 1977, this temple was among the very first to be designed, built, and consecrated as per ancient Hindu scriptures and architectural principles, with priests brought from India specifically for the rituals. A home away from home for millions, seeking blessings from the Lord of New Beginnings. Across the Atlantic, in London, Ganesha plays another vital role. For the British Indian community, he is not just a spiritual guide, but a cultural anchor. In the home of tennis, Wimbledon, this temple is more than just a place of worship. It's a vibrant community center. It's a place where children connect with the language and arts of their heritage, where festivals are celebrated with the same fervor as in India. It's a space to navigate the complexities of a dual identity. Being here centers you. You can be fully British outside, but in here you are fully Indian. Ganesha allows you to be both. He reminds you where you come from and gives you the confidence for where you're going. Ganesha's journey is not just one of geography, but of meaning. He was born in myth, carved in stone, celebrated by kings and embraced by the people. He traveled on ships, not as a conqueror, but as a companion, and in new lands, he didn't just find new homes, he helped create them. An immigrant god for a world of immigrants. His journey proves that while you can divide lands, the idea of always having a new beginning can travel the world in the hearts of its people.